Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 6 of the Uncircumcised podcast. Today, co-host Brian. Say what's up.
What up?
We got 2 special guests with us today. You know what I'm saying? 2 special guests. First off, we got my boy, first time on the podcast, Joel Martinez.
What's up?
And returning, he was just he was just on the last one. We got Andres. Say what's up.
Yeah.
So first off, we're gonna start with Joel. This is your first time on the podcast. Bro, relax, dude. So how old are you, Joel?
16.
Shit, so you lived in Toledo your whole life, right?
Mm-hmm. Bro, he's acting like he's talking to Elijah by himself.
Bro, you're weird, dude.
Bro.
Sorry. So, Joel.
Yes, I've been living in Toledo my whole life.
Okay. So, I'm weak. Joel. So I've known Joel since like when was it, like 6th grade, 7th grade? 6th grade. When he came to Stritch. And for those of y'all that don't know, you're a triplet, right? So what led to you guys coming to Stritch? Why out of all schools did you end up there?
Where'd you go
Before Stritch?
Before I went to Leverett. And then before that, Leverett.
The fuck is Leverett?
It's in the north.
Is it a CPS?
Yeah. And then before that, I went to Harvard Elementary.
So,
that's on the south, right? Right here?
damn. Okay. Do you remember what it was like when you first went to Stritch? Cause you was a quiet kid.
Yeah, I didn't
You're
talk.
weird.
You still don't talk.
It was like,
Don't talk. You've been there for decades and you still
I feel like he hasn't had a friend. Like, we're his first official friend.
First
group.
real
Who was your
friends.
first friend at church?
First friend. Who was your
First encounter you had with us?
Yeah. Cause I know whenever it's a new kid, I try to be all social to them. I just go up to them and be cool with them.
I don't even remember.
You don't even remember. Who are you close? Who you say you're closest with at Stritch?
In our grade?
Yeah. Or whatever. That's
Not your
sisters,
siblings.
Not your sisters.
Yeah. Well, obviously you two.
Us?
Yeah. Get a little
Like
louder.
close? Yeah, you two, pretty much.
Just us. You don't really talk to nobody.
Yeah.
Shit. So you know Andres, right? How long have you known him?
Kindergarten, but I don't remember, honestly. I don't know.
Known him. It's cause mutual friends and parties and stuff.
Turn the music down. Mutual. So your parents are friends with his parents, right? That's what Brian was saying.
Not really, but like just the parties.
Parties and
They
shit.
know each other.
Yeah. And you just met Brian this year, right? Damn. That's crazy. I thought y'all like knew each other before then.
I had to talk to him because he was a weird, quiet kid.
Yeah, we had to go up to him. He don't talk to nobody.
We had to invite him out because he was weird.
Invite him to go hooping and he was fucking terrible. We still hoop with him. Shit. Do you remember your first encounter you had with Brian?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It was in the beginning of the year, right? And then it was a mass break.
Mass break.
It was still soccer season. And he came up to me, he was like talking about our game, when our first game was, I think, right?
No, because it been past your first
something
game.
like that. About
I think
soccer.
I asked you about your game against my old school, which was Emmanuel.
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
That was your first encounter with him? Oh,
No, but I've always seen Joe, like, he'd always sleep in class, and theology based on that, and they'd be like, Joe, wake up.
Joe just be sleeping.
Wake up.
Fucking stupid. You remember your first encounter with me?
That was like 5 years.
6th grade. I was a weird kid. Was I weird? Yeah.
No, but
I'm just energetic. Ah, shit. Man, don't know how to talk. Damn. You have any stories with Joel, Andres?
Tell him that Hot Wheels story.
Tell him the Hot Wheels
still
story.
not how we-
I remember this one time in kindergarten, right? So, like, I had known him, and, you know, it was a new school, so I knew, like, personally outside of school, like, 6 students, right? It was him,
this other dude named James, and then yeah, basically just a couple other kids. But I remember Joel one time. He got in trouble one time. I forgot why, but he was like, "Oh, go." You know how like you had the card shit? They were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, go like put your card to yellow or something." And that was like my first memory.
Oh, you gotta go
Did
flip
he
this
cry?
card to
Did he cry? Did he
yellow.
cry?
No, I remember they made him go to the corner one time, bro.
Oh, they put
I
him on
remember
the
they made him go to
wall.
the corner. He was like, "Oh," and you know he was always like, he was like that. And then yeah, after that, I stole his Hot Wheels.
Still,
He stole my Hot Wheels. It was because he had a party at his house, and a lot of people were there. And I was just walking outside, and I saw some fucking Hot Wheels on the fucking grass. I was like, "Oh, those are cool." There was a Coca-Cola truck, and then some fucking other car. And
Snatched them bitches.
I took them. I went home, showed my parents. They was like, "What?"
Who's
And then
their
they made me
names?
take them back.
What the fuck?
Yo, what the fuck was
Yo,
that?
what the fuck?
And then they made me take them back, and then that's it.
Damn. Hold on, I was gonna say something.
So your
but I
first
forgot.
encounter with Joel, what was?
First encounter with Joel. Okay, I don't really remember because it was a long time ago, but I remember triplets coming to Stritch, right? And Joel was just really, they was all quiet. All of them was quiet. I think Brianna was the first one who started not being quiet. And she's still like the loudest out of y'all. Ariana was always quiet, and you were just so weird.
Bro, what
What the fuck? You're a weird kid. You didn't talk to
That
nobody.
shit plugged in? It's charging?
Yeah, it is. And every time I try to talk to him, he'd just be really quiet, or he'll just like quietly giggle. And I remember we used to walk to the library every day after school. And this dude would just be on the computers at the library playing Roblox, bro, by himself. Like,
Bro, I
he'd be
was a
like-
goat though.
bro, he was there was like this shooter game, bro.
Bro, turn that shit off, man.
Bro, he's getting messenger fucking.
That's what it is.
I don't know, cuz. Nah,
Just-
but
just-
what was
just
your
put
Roblox name, bro?
What's your Roblox? It was like this. It was like the shooter game that we would play.
Probably Phantom Forces, huh?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was.
Oh yeah.
That's what we would be playing that shit on the library computers. That's like what I remember of Joel was just everybody be at the library and his weird ass would be on the computers playing Roblox all by himself.
Bro, turn that shit off.
Bro, turn this shit off. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Play it off your phone, Joe.
Yeah, just play it off your phone.
Turn it off, Joe. It off?
Yeah. Damn. Come here. Let's switch it up. Alright? I got a question for everybody. Come close. Do you guys believe in ghosts?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes? Does anybody have any experiences?
Bro, what the fuck is that, bro?
I hear that shit one more fucking time. Just keep going. Who has any ghost experiences?
Alright, I got one, bro.
Come in, step close.
So it was like, I was like, I'd say,
We're gonna tell that one. Where you got playing high.
I was like 8, right? Around that age, 8, 9. And we were at my cousin's house, right?
Are you telling the hide and seek story?
Yeah.
You told that one last time.
Dude, what is that? That's a ghost story though, bro. Oh, well, yeah. That's my ghost story. If y'all heard it, y'all heard it. If y'all didn't, go back. Episode 3.
Episode 3, go listen to that. He told his story already. You don't got any other ones?
No, that's it.
You don't know anything? Nobody's ever told you?
Go ahead, Andres.
You were.
My ghost stories. Shit. I feel like I was more of a kid who just imagined things because I'd be thinking of a ghost, so I would see a ghost just because I was thinking of it. Because in my living room, when you're on my couch, and to my dining room, it's just like this big like arch. It's just straight darkness in my dining room, in my living room at nighttime. So it just be like this pitch of blackness, just looking into the dining room. And I would always just be looking at the darkness, and I swear like I would see like a person standing there, just freaking myself out for no reason. I told a story last time I was seeing a kid outside my house running by my window, but there was no kid there. It was like I seen something. It was like a ginger kid who ran past my window, like sprinted across my window, but that shit wasn't real. I was just seeing shit. You don't got no ghost stories? I was playing hide and seek, and it was at my house, and I went to my stepdad's closet, and I was like in the back of the closet. He has like a whole bunch of clothes and stuff, and I was underneath, like he has like this fucking bar with a bunch of shirts hung up on it, right? So they're all on the hangers, and I was underneath the shirts, and I'm telling you, I think my leg got grabbed on something, but it felt like somebody grabbed my ankle and pulled me down, like something was in there grabbing my leg. But I think I just got stuck on something, but I was convinced that something just grabbed me and tried to pull me to the fucking underworld and shit. I ran out the closet and never stepped in there again. But yeah, go ahead, Andres.
Alright, I got a couple. No personal ones, but I've always heard like the saying that, you know, if you don't believe in ghosts, you're more likely to see one, because the non-believers see them. So this story happened to my brother. So his godmom, right? His godmom's mom died, and so this was like a couple years ago. He stayed the night at her house, and it was like 6 a.m. He was about to leave, and as he was getting his shoes on, he looks towards the kitchen and he sees his mom's like figure, like his ghost. And then he said like he saw that, he literally just ran out. He forgot most of the stuff there and like that. And then
Fuck that shit.
Most other stories are just like family in Mexico, like with demons and shit. It's pretty scary. Like my grandma, her sister like had an exorcism done on her and shit.
What the fuck?
And like she saw her head turning around and stuff.
Oh, what?
Damn, bro.
She doesn't like talking about it because I don't know why, but like she's told my cousins some
That's
stuff,
that
and they
Satan
told us.
shit.
And then one memory is like they told me that. So my grandpa and grandma, you know, in their house in Mexico, they live like in a ranch, right? So it's like just surrounded by areas, and like a couple of streets down there's like churches, stuff like that. And it was the middle of the night, and my grandma looks outside, right, and she sees someone looking in through the window. She tells my grandpa, he's like, what? So he goes grab the shotgun, right, opens the door, the dog, he has his dog with him. They run out, and then they're chasing the guy, right? And then they turn towards the church. He said the guy literally started floating and disappeared.
You're lying.
I remember he told me that he said like his body, like it was like disappearing, like he like it'd be like he started fading away, like his body. That's what
Like once they turned to the church, and then that was just it.
What the fuck?
And
he
then,
told me that a minute ago.
They be on that horror movie shit, talking about exorcisms.
Yeah, down in Mexico it's weird because like they have like film of like little Smurf motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Like chilling. So.
And like they're not even fake, like you could tell.
And like it's like you see witches, bro. They doing like all that witch shit, like witchcraft, literal witchcraft down there.
Like there's also hella stories. Like there's like this one time. So I don't remember who told me the story, but what's it called? So there was like bridges, right? And there was always people like, you know, asking for rides and stuff. And so this one time they told me that when my cousin was like driving down the road, right? And there was this girl like, what's it called? Oh, can you give me a ride home? I just need a ride home. So he picks her up, takes her home, right? Next morning he goes back. I wanted to make if she made it safe, right? He walks up to the lady and she was like, what? She died like 5 years ago.
Bro, what?
Like, I don't know, but
That shit's
Like, was this in Mexico?
Yes, all this is Mexico, bro.
Bro, Mexico different. Fuck
That gave me chills.
That shit's scary. Talk about she died 5 years ago. Dude, what the
Like,
fuck?
but like, it's weird, bro. And then like with my grandpa, he died like in 2015, and my cousin, he saw him twice. So he was like, my grandpa always used to just sit on the couch watching TV, and he was like walking outside, right? And he looked towards the couch and he saw him there, and then he just turned around and he was gone. And then on the porch he saw him there too.
I want to say, my friend. Okay, shout out Daniel, right? Daniel, he has like this happened to him he said this happened to him a couple of times where he had a dream that something was gonna happen, and then like later that same week that thing happened, right? So he had a dream because his grandpa was sick, right? He had a dream where somebody came to him and told him that his grandpa wasn't gonna make it to the end of the week, and then like 3 days later his grandpa died. And he said that's happened to him a couple times where somebody's came to him and told him that somebody's gonna die, and then in real life they died. Like that is weird, bro. Cause I remember I had a dream like that one time where it was like the weirdest shit in the world because I couldn't find my wallet, and I was searching for it for like 2 days, and I had a dream where it was like I could see I was like flying through my house, and I went into my room, turned around the corner, straight behind my door. It was a pile of clothes, and I lifted them up, and the wallet was there, and that wasn't a dream. And then I wake up, And I'm like, imagine if it's actually there. So I went behind my door and picked up the clothes, and the fucking wallet was right there. So I found it in my dream, and then it was actually there in real life, and that shit was like freaky. I was freaked out for like a week later.
I got another one that's, I don't know if it's like a ghost story, if it's like just, you know, because like, you know how people say kids could see all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like so,
dogs and shit like that?
yeah. So my sister, right? So she was at a friend's house, and then, you know, my niece, she was like 1, and then she was hanging out with like her little cousin who was a baby too, and so at the house they were at, they were like, weird shit happens, and then so it was like a room, right, and then a doorway, and then, you know, like it's just an empty dining room, and they said they would walk into that door, look towards the corner, run out screaming.
The kids, the babies?
Yeah, the babies. Like, they would walk over there, look towards the corner, then be, like, pointing, like, as if there was
Like
someone
something was there?
Yeah, and then they would, like, just run out, and then they went to go look, and there was nothing there.
Nah. I would never fuck with ghosts. Like, y'all remember the Bloody Mary challenge?
Yeah.
Y'all ever did that? So, we was at my cousin's house, and it was all my older cousins. I was only, like, 8 or something, and they was all, like, 15 and shit, older than me. And 3 of them went to the bathroom, turned the lights off, and I went in there with them, but I did not want to. I was terrified. And we closed our eyes, and we looked in the mirror with the lights off. We said Bloody Mary 3 times, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, it's like there was a shadow. I think it was one of them, but it looked like a shadow just like came up right in front of my face, like something was standing right in front of me. But they was all to the sides of me, and there was no way somebody could get in front of me. And they all said they saw the same shadow, and then we all ran out that bitch screaming, like terrified for our life. And I never, like, anytime there was like a challenge, like Ouija boards and shit, or like Charlie, and they was doing all that demon shit, I would never do it. I cannot fuck with ghosts or nothing like that.
All right, so talking about dead people, or death, whatever.
Death.
What do you guys think the afterlife's like? Do you think it's
Before
all black,
that.
heaven, hell?
Before that, are you guys scared of dying?
No.
I'm scared of dying.
I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of dying too young.
Me too. Listen, okay, with me, I've been having dreams since I was 8 years old that I'm gonna die young, and it's the same dream every single time. Like literally the same exact dream.
I'm in therapy.
I've been having it since I was 8 years old.
Well, what's the dream like?
Me getting shot in my own backyard, and it's always something different, but it's the same thing every time.
That's Loki telling you something, bro.
I'm telling you, like,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Look, your backyard is like mine, right? It's like an alleyway right behind the backyard. Anybody could just pull up, roll the window down, and shoot you, bro. Like,
I've had, I can remember this is the one that always comes to mind, where basically I was home and my whole family was at a party, and it was basically like down the alleyway, right? And I just had to run over there and run back because I was at the party, but then I came home. I don't know, it was a confusing dream, but basically I was on the phone with my mom. She was like, get over here, they're about to start fighting, right? Mm-hmm. So I grabbed my stuff and I went outside and I started running there, and I was like, oh shit, I'm running the wrong way. So I ran back home, went into the kitchen, grabbed my keys. I don't know why I was grabbing keys, but I was grabbing keys, and I walked to the kitchen door, and as I was opening the door, I could see somebody outside the window, like their shadow, like they was outside the window, pointed a gun at me through the window and popped me, and I could see my body hit the ground in my face, like with a hole in it.
How old were you in all those dreams?
That was like literally like a couple months ago. That's the most vivid one that I can remember. But it's always something to do with me in my room, looking out into my alleyway, and there's something in the alleyway. It's either somebody with a gun, or I go outside and somebody there, and it's the same shit, and that should be fucking with my head. It's got me scared to go outside sometimes. Shit.
So back to the afterlife. What do you guys think it's like? Joel first. We haven't heard
Yeah,
in a minute.
you ain't talking, bro. What you think of the afterlife?
Afterlife, I mean,
Do you believe in God?
I think, yeah. But I mean, like, it's like I do, but I don't know if it's like.
Do you
Like
believe
you struggle to believe it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I feel like there's like not just heaven and hell. I feel like there's like some other stuff.
Like
that,
what? Explain, bro.
I don't know. Like it can't just be heaven and hell. Like I don't know.
Like what else?
Like some other world. I don't know. Some other afterlife world.
Okay. You don't even know how it is.
Yeah.
Either. What do you envision when you think of the afterlife?
Nothing.
But so you believe in hell, right?
Yeah.
What do you think you do in hell? What do you think hell is like?
I mean, I believe it. I don't know if I believe in it or not. But,
You just said you believe in hell, bro.
but like I don't know. I'm not sure.
Alright, bro.
Alright.
But like, nah,
But like-
with the afterlife. I saw this interview on TikTok, right? It was between Stan Lee and
I know
Dr.
exactly
King.
what you're talking about.
Like Stan Lee was like, you know, he thinks nothing happens after death. Like you're not conscious, right? Like as if you went to bed, but like he can't imagine that forever.
Yeah,
it's like not being conscious.
I've been seeing people like if there's no afterlife, they're basically saying how it was before we was born, right? It was just darkness for a million years. We didn't even know. Then we was born, we live in life, and then we just going straight back to that. I mean, you're not even gonna know. It's just.
Yeah, I think we get reincarnated into being somebody else.
A reincarnation?
No, I don't believe that shit.
Because like you ever seen the things where it's like when you die and you see a light, that's the tunnel, and it's you coming out of the neck, like you being a baby.
Yeah, it's like the lights of the hospital.
It's the hospital.
Also, there's like hella stories about like kids saying they had past lives.
Yeah, I seen like it was like a kid thought he was like a World War II fighter,
and then like he had the scars.
And then the like there's documents of that person living. Yeah. And there's no way that kid could have like known.
Yeah. Yeah, that I've been seeing shit like that. Me personally, I try to believe in God because I want there to be afterlife. Because I just want like to know that you'll be able to see your family again and stuff, and that it's not just darkness forever. Because that's terrifying as fuck. But I believe in God, but I feel like I believe in God just to believe in it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, cause if it's not real, you know, it's not gonna hurt nobody if you believe in it. But imagine it is real and you don't believe in it. So when you die, you just go to hell and you're like, shit, I fucked up. So it's just like, just believe in it, just in case, you know? Like, cause you never know.
I believe in God, but I just can't find a reason to believe in heaven and hell.
Yeah.
Like, and like, how do you determine which? Because like, you know, all your sins are, you know, believed that he forgives you, but so what?
And it sounds so easy. It's like repent. Like,
what can you not do to go to hell? How do you know? Like I guess
imagine the shit that we think is good. God don't actually like that shit. So like you're out here spending your life trying to devote your life to God, but he don't even want like that shit. So you think you're doing a good job, and then you're in hell.
And think about this, bro. Like there's hella religions out there, right? Like think about. What if we're following the wrong religion?
That's what I'm saying. Look, okay, I'm about to get in this, right? So, basically, the Bible is copied from other stories that other religions told before that, which just makes the whole thing seem not real. Because if you think about it, if it's an original story, yeah, but they took the story of, like, the Great Flood and Adam and Eve and shit like that. Those stories were told before in different religions. So, basically, when the people made the Bible, they just like they stole stories from other things and made the Bible, and that shit just makes it not seem real, right? And I was talking about this on one of the ones, but I never got into it, and I'm about to get into it because I just got my phone taken, and every time I get my phone taken, I'll be on my computer and the religion videos be on the YouTube on the Chromebook. I'll be watching them bitches doing research. But basically, like the first real civilization of humans, right? Like all the way back in fucking Mesopotamia and shit. Their religion was that there's a ninth planet in our solar system that we don't know, right? And on that planet there's an advanced civilization, and they needed gold because they was destroying their climate, and gold would help them. So they sent out fucking spaceships to come to Earth. They got here, they landed in Mesopotamia, they built like the pyramids and like all them old like civilizations and shit, right? And they brought like these slaves with them, but the slaves revolted and they had to kill all the slaves. So then they took a monkey and like genetically modified that bitch to become a human. That's why humans are so smart compared to the rest of the monkeys, because they like made us. And then their alien gods, they made us our slaves. We built the city for them. Then their planet came back around and it got close to Earth, so it made the world flood. That's what the Great Flood came from, was them. And then they left, and then we just been stuck here just living without them. And then they say the planet's gonna come back around one day, and they're just gonna come pick us up and take our shit from us again. And that shit's like, if that shit's real, or if none of this religion's real, and we just believe in all this shit for no reason, that's tough. And we just die, and it's over.
Yeah, also, one thing about religion, right? So the thing that makes me like, you know, I believe in God, but like, why does every religion have a different God and like different belief of what happens in the afterlife? How is there that many gods? Like, it obviously depends on the culture you come up with, but like how, like Buddhism or something, like Hinduism, like there's multiple gods.
Yeah. So, have y'all ever had any like God experiences, God encounters?
Miracles.
But on the afterlife, it's like I feel like it's like emptiness, right? Like it's black and you don't know you're watching, like, you know what I'm talking about, like what that boy Stan Lee said, right? But then again, it's like what Vicente was talking about in the previous podcast. It's like if there are monsters and demons, there has to be like good shit, right? And like I believe in ghosts and demons, shit like that, right? So there has to be like angels and involving with heaven.
This is the thing. I've seen stories of like people selling their soul to the devil and to get rich, and that shit works. So if you can sell your soul to the devil, that means that it's real. Cause like there would really be people who sell their soul and get what they want, and that's just crazy. Cause like that proves that it's real, right?
Yeah.
So if the devil's real, if you can sell your soul to the devil, then God's real. Or it just like gets you thinking. Cause how could you sell your soul to something that isn't real and actually get benefit off of it? So that shit just gets you thinking.
Have you ever heard of the 27 Club?
Yeah, 27 Club.
Like all those celebrities that died at 27.
They sell your soul and then they take you at 27. They say it's getting younger now. They say it's only at 21. That's why everyone's dying. Because they be selling their soul.
Anyways, y'all believe in any conspiracy theories?
Conspiracies?
I got one.
There's a lot.
You know the Middle Earth one?
Middle Earth?
No, I don't know.
Like, so
let me know.
it's in Antarctica, right? So there's a bunch of conspiracy theorists that think the Earth is hollow, and there's like there, the core of the Earth.
Yeah,
it's hollow.
That's like,
and then there's an advanced civilization living there. And the reason people think is like because, so it's the entrance is in Antarctica, right? And for some reason, like the whole world signed the treaty that you cannot explore the North Pole. Like nobody can go there. There's no fly zone, no nothing. You cannot explore there. And then like people think that there's an advanced civilization there because like why would you sign off a treaty to not explore there if like you're not hiding anything?
Yeah.
damn, that really got me thinking, bro. Like
they hide it. They gotta be hiding.
Like, why would they really like not explore
like
that shit?
How they do with Area 51? Like it's a nothing zone.
Also with like Area 51, people think like that's a decoy, and like that there's nothing there, but there's somewhere else there actually is.
Yeah. And
so it could like draw attention.
Yeah. Like everybody thinks Area 51. Oh, there's something actually there. Like, what if it's actually just a military base and like
and then in Antarctica they got all the shits. Damn, I've never heard of that before. Y'all believe in parallel universes?
I don't.
You don't believe in that?
No.
I've been reading about it. I don't know. I feel like that would be sweet though if we could find a way to like travel to a different universe that's like the same as y'all, but a little bit different. Because y'all know what the Mandela effect is?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's the shit that got me believing that, because that shit, some of them bitches be blowing my mind.
Like with that Mandela effect, everybody said like, how the world was supposed to end in 2012?
Yeah.
Like apparently it actually did, and we just went into a parallel universe.
It's like the Mandela effect happens every time a parallel universe. Why are you standing up? You fucking weirdo. I can't stand up. Like every time a parallel universe crashes with ours, we switch over, but you don't realize it because everything's the same, but like a little difference. So that's what they say the Mandela effect is. But Joe, you believe any conspiracy theories?
I used to know a lot, but I forgot some.
Jump man, speak up, come closer.
Name one off the top of your head that you like actually believe.
There was a lot I knew. Because I used to watch a lot of videos of them. I don't know, there was one I seen, but I can't remember.
I don't know if this isn't really a conspiracy theory, right? But just like, it's the question: how do you guys think pyramids were built? Because like, bro,
pyramid,
heavy ass fucking bricks, right? Like weigh like 9,000 pounds. No way people shaped it up that much, right? And like back then, like how would they figure out like the math and science to do that shit, right?
Yeah.
Also, like the thing is, like they're not literally just bricks. Like it's hollow. There's stuff inside of it. So like, how do you get it from not collapsing?
Yeah.
Because like there's tombs in there. There's like secret entrances, trapdoors, all that shit.
And like bro, it takes I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like it's so complex. Like
it's too complex for just a bunch of slaves in the desert
like
thousands of years ago.
Shit they had. Like,
and even if they were smart, like what type of manpower were they using, like to get it perfectly lined up?
Yeah.
Also, like there's like this one part right there where there's like hieroglyphics, and it looks like a fucking like flying saucer, something flying.
That's what I'm.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see.
That's what I was trying to say.
It's I feel like aliens. This is what I think, right? Aliens came down and was like, we'll do this shit for you and you do shit for us, right? I don't know what I'm thinking, but it's like, so those aliens were what those Egyptians or whatever like praised them as gods. That's what
that's exactly what exactly what I was saying.
All those
earlier.
gods, I feel like they're aliens that helped them like make all that shit.
That's exactly what I was saying earlier. That's what the whole thing religion is that it's aliens that came down.
Like, and it also doesn't have to be aliens, because like for some reason they worship cats. Like everyone knows, like they have cats, and like most of their people have like cat tombs and all that shit.
That's just crazy. Imagine that, because they said that them aliens, they needed gold, right? Mm-hmm. And to us, basically, gold is useless. Yeah. But because they needed it, we mined gold for them. They all mined gold, gave them the gold. And then now to us, gold is still, like, it has value, because back then, that's the only reason gold is so valuable today. It's because that's what they needed, the aliens and shit.
I guess another conspiracy theory, if you could call it that. Y'all think the government is corrupt?
Yes.
What do you mean by that? Like
they lie about
do it
things
to benefit them, and they lie about stuff.
Like, what?
Like,
give me an example, bro.
Like, sort of like because like there was this video I saw, and it was like, you know, Dr. Fauci. I don't know if you know, but he's like the guy that coronavirus, like the main guy. Yeah. And like there was a video where like he was talking, right, and in the video during his interview, you could see like his neck literally going up and down. So like, you know how some people think like the government are lizards, everybody's lizards, people like reptiles, and like that shit was moving and everything,
like a frog.
Yeah. And then like, cause like how people think 9/11 was an inside job. Mm-hmm. People think Bush did 9/11 to like to start a war,
to give us a reason to invade them so we can get oil.
Yeah, I for sure believe in that shit. Like, and if it's not that, it's something. Like, no way
they gotta hide. They're hiding something.
Yeah, like how in Mexico that shit's so corrupt. The police work for the cartel, not for the government.
Yeah.
Like, it's the thing. If you see a truck that's 2021 and it has no plates, that's a cartel truck.
And you're done for it.
And my grandparents, my grandma, she was telling me, like, cause I watched on Netflix. I watched Narcos, right? I watched the normal one and the Mexico one, right? So it's like it's telling like, it's based off a true story, right? Pablo Escobar, El Chapo, all them people, right? All the cartels and all that shit. Yeah, drug lords. Like, you were talking about that shit, and I was talking to my grandma about it, because she lives in Mexico. Lives in by Pachuca, right? And then she was telling me how people like their family friends, right, were visiting from the United States to Mexico, and he had like all this, like this nice truck, all this money. You could tell they were from US, right? Yeah. And over there, and if you're from US, like, you try to hide it, if you're like, so you won't get targeted, right? Mm-hmm. So they were found dead. All their shit was robbed. Ruthless. Cops didn't care because it had to be a cartel job, bro. Like,
that's ruthless. Like, they don't give a fuck.
And I was in Mexico, right? It's like, I was in downtown. There was all these little shops, all that shit, right? Bro, they have the regular cops here. They're like full fucking like, oh, it's not like no regular, just fucking, what do you call that shit? Like
just
a vest. Yeah, it's the vest. It's like full on SWAT shit, right? Shit. And it's like, yeah, like an M16 in their hand. It's not a pistol, bro.
Like riot police, like fucking decked out.
Yeah,
that shit's dangerous though.
Also, that be happening to me, like.
So when I be like driving to Mexico, like every year or something, my dad, bro.
Go, son.
Dude, like when we be crossing the border, right? There'll be all these police, and then we gotta be careful, cause like when they be like checking our stuff, right? Like, cause they be like, cause my dad would be telling me that they be trying to steal people on the border sometimes, and then like, I don't know, it was like 2 years ago or something, and like it was like something happened with like my dad and like one of the police, and like they were like, I don't know, something happened, like he was trying to, he was like, bro, I forgot what happened, but like
but when I'm in Mexico, right, like the people I'm with, like I be going to Mexico with my my aunt, and then with my grandparents, right? And when we're out in public, they be like, don't speak English, like don't let them know you're like from the US, or they're gonna charge you more for like whatever you buy, all this shit, like, cause like you're a target if you speak English, basically. Cause we're not in the fucking tourist spots. We're like, 5-star hotels. We're like visiting family, and like, bro,
in the unprotected spot,
like Shit is so bad down there, bro. Like, we had a shower. Like, my grandparents in Mexico are pretty wealthy, right? They're not low. They're like they got, from my dad's side, they got like their own farm, nice ass house. And then my mom's side, I was with my mom's side in the story, and they got a store and then like a two-story house. They're living pretty good, right? We send money every month, right? Like every Mexican
For
family
somebody down there, they living alright.
Yeah, that even for living alright, it's like the way we had to shower is you had to put like hot ass water in a bucket, right? Cause like there was no running water. You had to use that water from the bucket, pour it on yourself, scrub yourself, all that, right? And there was no washing machine. You had to like
wash your clothes.
Like in like 1930s, all that shit. Not river, but it was clean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it was
That shit's crazy.
Also, like with the thing being corrupted, you remember that one video you sent of El Mencho?
Yeah.
Like that drug dealer, like it was literally a recorded conversation of him talking to a police because he was like, I don't know, getting into the shit with like the people that were trying to traffic.
He pulled over the cop, tried to stop the traffickers, and then he talks to him like, I know your family. If you do that one more time, I will,
he's gonna
them
kill him.
motherfuckers are dangerous. Like they want you dead, you dead.
Also, like once you get into that, there's no getting out.
If you get involved with the cartel, you done for. You gotta get out of there and never go back.
Like El Chapo's, I don't know if it was his son or nephew. When he captured him, like the cartel started a whole on where they started shooting like big ass guns, rifles, all that shit, right? Turrets on the car, and like the government had to give up El Chapo, like his nephew or son, whatever it was, because it was like, bro, like the cops were gonna die. It was gonna be too much cops, civilians gonna die. Like the cartel overruns anything.
They got power. Okay, let me ask you a question. Have y'all ever seen somebody get killed like in real life, in person? Have you ever seen it, or like just like
I've seen videos.
I've seen somebody die though. Like I was young. I was like at a restaurant, right? And some old lady, she just
dropped dead.
She just dropped, had a seizure, dead.
Damn.
And then a couple years ago, I wasn't here. It wasn't like first hand, but my mom and my cousin saw that. He was at the mall, right? And he was gonna watch a movie, and going on the way to the escalator, somebody like an old lady fell on the escalators, right? Her head split open, bled out.
Damn.
That was like 4 years ago.
I couldn't imagine seeing, like, I've been watching murder videos. Yeah. And they say how, like, when you find the body, and, like, like a girl be stabbed 17 times, dumped naked and shit. Like, I could not imagine coming across a dead body like that. I would break the fuck down. That shit would...
There's this one thing I found out about. It was like just a bunch of gory videos. It's called Run the Gauntlet. Like
you know what that is?
I've seen that. Yeah, so it's like it starts off with like it's a bunch of gory videos. It starts off with like some not messed up stuff, like just some accidents, but it's like so gory. And like the last shit is like straight up. Like the last thing was literally it was called three guys one pole. It was literally in Russia. These two guys beating a dude like to death in his face. And like his face was completely gone, totally messed up, and you could literally still hear him choking on his own blood.
Like his face was covered off, and his babies getting remembered by trains and shit. That shit was
like
weird.
the whole
thing.
Yeah,
went through the whole thing.
Yeah. I used to. Y'all know what Reddit 50/50 is?
Oh yeah, that's not as good.
I used to do that when I would be bored. I seen some fucked up shit. I seen a picture of a dude's dick cut in half like a fucking sausage, like split down the middle. That shit was gruesome. That shit is gruesome.
Hey, everybody watching, search up necma.net.
nekma.net. If y'all willing for some.
Sorry, watch it.
Yeah, we can do that later. But
like another place is Live Leak.
Live Leak. Yeah, I've seen some shit on Live Leak.
Right, let's get off this shit because we seem weird on some
awesome
Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
Bro,
dissecting animals.
So I've never seen anybody get killed that I know of. I've heard people get killed because right behind my house is the projects, right? So sometimes at nighttime you be hearing gunshots, and like you could hear the people outside like screaming. Like you can hear like girls like there'll be a group of people, somebody gets shot, and they're all holding like you look out my window, see them like holding the body, and like the girl's like crying and shit, and she's like, no, you killed, like the screaming, and I hear that shit sometimes. I've never seen somebody get shot that I can think of. I feel like if I seen that I would remember it.
Oh. I've never like seen somebody die, but like I saw a dead body. Like it wasn't like nothing gory, but like they died in their sleep. Like with my brother's godmom, like when she died, we all went over because she was like crying and stuff, and then she was just laying in the bed. they walked in. And just saw the glass.
My grandpa died while we was at his house because he had cancer, right? And they didn't want to put him in the hospital, so they just did hospice. And we was at his house because they live all the way out in Wasion, so it's a long drive to get over there. It's not that long, but we don't really go out there like that. And he was on his bed sleeping, and he was like choking in his sleep, and they was trying to give him water and stuff, and he was choking on the water, and he just wasn't looking good, right? So he was like, come on, let's go. And we went home. And then like when we got home that same night, she was like, he died that night. So we was like at his house as he was dying. I could see him in his bed choking on water and shit. Like, that shit was terrible. And
the grandpa that said wasn't making past the end of the week?
No, that was my friend's grandpa. That wasn't my grandpa. Cause I didn't really know it. I didn't really understand death like that. Cause I was only like 10 or something. I knew what it was, but I've never really had a big death in my family yet, for real. Have y'all like had like a big death that fuck with y'all?
No. Not with me, cause like both of my grandpas died, and my other grandpa died recently. Like it was like February, and I just remember we got picked up from school, and then my mom was crying, and I know what happened, so like we got home, and I was like, oh, and then she told me, and then, but like I was never close with any of them because they live in Mexico, so
yeah, I've never had. Luckily, I haven't had somebody who I'm like close to like that die yet, and that's I already know. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to handle that shit because I'm not good with death. Joel, what about you? You got any close family members die?
Nah.
Have you ever seen anybody get killed?
No, I seen videos.
Just videos?
Yeah.
Damn. Let's get off this death topic. We've been on this shit the whole time.
Let's get on
some weird shit.
what? Did y'all talk about near-death experiences?
We already talked. Y'all got any near-death experiences?
Going on just
Like any times you could have died. Think about it.
It's not really like, you know, it was like if it would have happened, I would have died. Like, I just remember one time, because I was getting dropped off at my house, right? And then I was in the back seat, and I couldn't see nobody like up ahead, and then like a car was driving by fast as fuck, so I opened the door, right? And like I just flung it open. So like if they would have ran into that, I would have been like fucking sliced open. Damn. But they swerved out the way, and I lived.
No, you remember the one time though, we was at Andy's, right, walking the bar, and it was about to be a drive-by. They just opened the window and aimed the gun at us.
He said that like people just pull out, aim the gun. I didn't even see
and he didn't realize it. He was walking like nothing was happening. Like I was like shook.
They pulled guns on you?
Yeah, they pulled down the window and like swung that shit on us, recording, like making like laughing, like, oh, look at these bitches, right? Stuff like that. I think shit was cool.
I think I remember you said something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I told you that we were on the game. I remember that.
That shit's fucked.
What about you, Joe?
Near death?
Near death.
No, I don't think. Not that I can think of.
You never been in a dangerous situation?
Car accident, break-in.
Bro,
you so lame, bro.
Have your houses ever
I'm lame for not having
Have your houses ever gotten robbed?
House got robbed?
Yeah.
No.
When I used to live in the north, like we got robbed like 3 times, so we got a pit bull. Yeah.
I got robbed once. I remember I just like they just took a computer and then like some jewelry that we had, and it was like because I was at a dentist appointment, right? I walked home, and then you know at the front door it looked like nothing wrong. It was just like, oh, I walked to the kitchen. I was like, why the fuck is there a brick in here and glass all over the floor?
Damn.
It was like, and then like the window was fucking cracked open, and then like I told mom like, Mom, what the like? There's a bunch of glass on the floor, and then she realized. Like we called the cops, but, like they didn't.
I've never had my house broken into. I've gotten like robbed, like shit stolen from me. Like my bike got stolen on the south. These people, when we first moved into my house, they was like insulating the house and shit. And while they was insulating the house, they took some of my stepdad's jewelry. Like they snatched that shit, and they never did anything about that. Kids have like ran in my backyard and taken like my ball and shit, but nobody's ever broken into my house.
I remember like it was someone's here that yeah. Right. I remember it was like 2 months ago. I went to Joel's house and robbed his virginity.
Yo, what?
That's what I got stolen. What else?
Damn. Man. Y'all got anything to throw out there? Joel, what's something? Give me a hot take. Give me something you believe that's controversial. what are your like main ideals?
Joel's a racist.
Joel's racist.
Right? No,
He's
I'm not
racist.
I'm not racist. What makes you think that?
No, I got a hot take for Joel.
Okay.
Joel, you're 100% Mexican, not white, not black, right? But you say the N-word and you think it's cool. Some people don't think it's cool. Why do you think it's cool for you to say the N-word?
I don't think. Bro, I don't think it's cool.
No, cause like I remember I was like, bro, like, are you like you saying that, right? You're like, now I could say it's fine because I'm Mexican. Why do you think that?
Because I'm Mexican. But if you're like, if you're white, I don't think it's
What's the
same. I don't
difference
think,
though? What's the difference? You guys both not
bro,
black.
that's how it works, right?
It's
So
not.
like, cause like back then, slaves when like
Bro.
it was white people who
I don't know.
who
It
took
was
that.
used as a derogatory term, dude. Look,
Yeah.
like
It
my
was
dad.
white people who called black people that.
I don't. The people act like it's anybody who was oppressed that can say it. Like, yeah, Mexicans were oppressed. They weren't treated equally. But I feel like that was.
Asians weren't treated equally.
Yeah.
But they're not saying it.
Like I don't think anybody can say it. I think only black people could like say it without anything. But like my dad, so this dude worked with him. He was black, and oh yeah, also another death thing, but it's the same guy. So my dad, he told my dad like, I mean, I don't care if people say it. Like as long as I know somebody and they're cool with me, like they could say it.
Yeah,
Like
so
if you
that's
just
my-
went up to like a stranger, just say it out in public with like talking to a friend or something, like that's when it's not cool. And then also with that black guy, my uncle found him hung in the office.
What?
Wait,
On a what?
Under what?
Hanging. Hung
Like he
himself.
killed himself at work.
At work?
Yes.
Why? You know why? Like,
They never told me. They just
Down
told me
bad.
that. He died. They just.
oh, hold on. I got a story right quick. I'm gonna pause this shit right quick. I'm gonna go downstairs.
All right.
I got a story. That's the story.
All right. Go ahead and tell your story, bro.
All right. So like my boy Andres was saying, right? Like his dad found his coworker hanging, right?
Yeah.
So speaking about coworkers dying,
Oh, I know what you're talking. Okay. Go ahead.
no, I work in construction, right? Getting that bread.
Mexican.
Yeah.
Doing.
Getting paid
labor.
real good.
Doing labor.
I would never work minimum wage, by the way. It's for the broke motherfuckers. No, but yeah, but I stopped working from it, right, because of school and shit. And the people, the people who work with me, right, like my boss and shit, and some other guys that I work with, they came to my house. You see this new fence, right?
Yeah.
Like it used to be a raggedy fence. It's a new fence, right? So they worked on this fence, right? So, yeah, you're working on the fence, and it was my boss and this white guy. He's young. He's like 25, and he's like a really nice guy. Like he seems like he's cool, right?
Cool dude.
And my mom, like my mom made them food, like, and he was like, oh, she was like, oh, thank you, like all nice and shit, right? A week later, like after they're done with the fence and shit, he got ran over like bad, like it was intentional, right?
By a car.
By a car. It was intentional. Ran over by a car, intentional. Left him he was hospitalized, right? I don't know how long, but he got released, went home. Pretty sure that it was the exact same day. The cops are saying that the people who ran him over also shot him, because he got shot like 3 times in his own house after he got out the hospital from getting ran over.
By the same people.
So the
cops think he's like by the same people, so like he must have done something really bad to
They
get
wanted
fucking.
his ass dead. You got hit by a car, was in the hospital, got out the hospital, and then got
Bro,
shot.
he had to do something.
He had to do
And like, bro,
something.
I've worked with him. He's worked here. It's like he didn't seem like the
Yeah.
type of person to get in problems like that.
Yeah.
Like deep shit. But
That's got to be the scariest thing, knowing that people like want your life, and like that should be terrifying. Just imagine knowing people are just coming for your life, and you're just living every day fearful to step outside.
Off topic, but you ever seen that one thing where it's like on Instagram, they're like, what's it called? Like, would you get $10 million every year, but at all times there's a snail trying to kill you, and once it
yeah.
touches you, you're dead?
I've seen that. You ever seen that?
yeah.
Like, would you do that?
Yeah, I'd do that. Motherfucker, I'd be sleeping with my eyes open. That shit touch you once and it's over.
You got 10 mil, bro. You could make yourself like a security room
Yeah.
to sleep in, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Even on top of that, it's like I doubt it's gonna take the snow a few years, few months.
If you just fly across the country,
It's still even that, like, bro.
yeah, you can just.
You're cool, like those. Even if you live like only 3 weeks with that 10 mil,
Yeah, you can.
because you're living your best life.
Living your
bro.
best life.
If you
Yeah.
die, like,
You die. Shit, you got
shit,
money.
I did what I did. Shit.
All right. So, last topic of the day, right? Y'all want to do embarrassing things? Y'all want to get on that? Y'all want to get on that topic or something else?
Ryan, you got anything?
Most embarrassing moment of your life.
Nah, let's do some weird shit. Most gayest moment.
Okay, this guy. What?
It's time, bro. It's time.
No, bro.
It's time.
No.
It's
Hold on,
time,
let
bro.
him-
It's
let him
time.
tell
It's
the
time.
story.
It's time.
No, it's
Say it,
not.
say it.
Nah, you
Y'all
guys
go
gotta go
first.
first though. Y'all gotta go first though.
Gayest
Gayest
moment?
moment?
Gayest.
The
Bruh.
gayest thing you've ever done.
It had to be like something with him, bro.
Yo,
Yo, what?
No, we ain't do no gay shit like that, bro.
Cause like,
All right, look. So, real life, I got sexually assaulted, bro. Okay, chill out. Look,
Hey.
listen. So, in I think it was like third grade, right? I'm not gonna say no names because I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble, right? But I was new to Stritch, and we was in gym class, and I was sitting on the stage.
Oh,
You know
I
what the
think I
stage
know,
is?
I think I know.
And I was sitting on the stage, and we changed into like our gym clothes. So I was wearing shorts, and this one dude that was in my class was just standing there. Keep in mind, I'm a new kid at a new school, and I was kind of cool with these kids because I came from a public school. So like all those kids loved me because I was like different, right? And this kid was standing there. I'm sitting down, and he grabs my fucking sack, squeezes that shit, and goes squishy, squishy. And I was like, and I think about it to this day. I was like sitting there. I did not know what the fuck
Bro,
to do.
tell me who was it, bro?
Bro, yeah. Don't say that shit, bro. I gotta mute that now. I can't say no names. Bro, he don't go to the school no more, but I was like, I just think about that shit. Like, I real life got fucking assaulted. He grabbed.
he said,
He said squishy, squishy. Go ahead, Joe.
nothing like that happened to me, but like,
What's the most suspect shit that's happened to you or that you've done?
nah.
I know you be on gay shit.
By the way, y'all, Joel's the gayest person in this group.
Gotta be.
Nah, it's Brian for sure.
Hell no.
I already know they about to
Stuff
say
you-
they about to say they kissed or some shit. I already know that's their story. You ever kissed a dude?
Kiss a dude?
Bro, why you gotta think about it, bro?
Bro, you be thinking he's so
Yes, sir, yes,
booty,
sir.
dude.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think.
You don't think so? What?
Not that I can remember.
Bro, you're dumb,
You gotta be strange. You gotta be gay. Here, go ahead and tell your story. Bro.
No.
Say it. Go ahead.
Since you can't think of the gayest moment, think of a most embarrassing moment.
Most embarrassing? Yeah. What's your most embarrassing moment?
Dude, I don't know. I can think right now.
I don't know. Let me think.
Alright, so.
Alright, so.
Alright, so guys,
No, what's up? Like, hello. Okay.
Go ahead and tell your story.
most embarrassing moment had to be. Bro, I don't even know.
Oh my god, booty,
bro.
Dude, I can't think.
It's the first and last time Joel's on the podcast.
Never coming on the podcast again. Okay, go ahead and tell y'all gay stories, dude.
So there's two sides to the story, right? Because Brian said something else, and I said something else.
Look.
No, I'll tell it first.
How do
No, because bro, let me tell it first.
I brought it up, bro.
Oh, alright.
Look. It was third grade, right?
Second,
Third grade. We were at this museum, like this musical talent show, something like that,
you see that?
on a field trip. He says it's a farm. It was a talent show shit.
Farm, bro. Second grade farm field trip.
No, that doesn't even matter. What matters is what happened on the bus. Alright.
What the fuck did you just say?
What happens on?
I did not know.
That is, I mean, my bad. Alright, I'm good. Alright. So that, if it was third grade, second grade, museum, farm, it don't matter, right? What matters is what happened on the bus. And we were just like, bro, that's my boy, right? So we would sat by each other,
And then
and we was in Malachi, yeah, and we were just like on some weird shit, looking at each other, sticking our tongues out, right?
Yo.
Like playing around, making funny faces, right? And then I had my tongue out, looking at him, waiting for him to turn around. So like it's funny, but like he turns around, first thing he sees me with my tongue out, right? He's looking out the window. He turns around, his tongue's out, trying to do the same thing to me. While I did the exact same thing, so we
what?
touched tongues.
Bro, what?
And after that, we jerked each other. Nah, nah, I'm playing. Nah, we touched tongues. We touched tongues.
You're like, yo.
my side of the story. So basically,
Hey, but before I end it, bro, it was Andres' fault because he turned around with his tongue out, bro.
no, this is it, right? So, it was a field trip, right? Second grade to a farm. And there was this, so I was on the outer edge of the seat, right? Brian was in the middle, and then to my left there was another kid. And I don't know how he didn't see it or nothing, because he was facing out the window. So I'm just looking out towards the aisle thing where you walk, and we're looking out the other window. And we were making funny faces at each other. I turned around, bro, with my tongue out, right? But like, just keep in mind, there's no way we were that close. Yeah. This dude Brian gets close to me with his tongue, bro.
No, look. Because I don't know who's gonna turn around with his tongue out, right? So I was up in his face, like, all close to the person, like,
I know you
like,
just,
thinking
like,
it was gonna be funny. Yeah, because that's like little kid funny shit, right? But I don't know why the fuck he had his tongue out. Nah.
And then he started sucking on my tongue, bro.
No, bro, no.
No, I've never kissed a boy. Never. This one kid at Stretch, he used to go there. I think it was 3rd grade too. We was cool. Me and these 2 white kids, we was cool. I don't talk to them no more, but those are like my closest friends at Stretch for real. And I remember one time we walked to the bathroom, and he was in front of me. It was in the elementary hallway, so it's a bigger bathroom. He walked in the bathroom, and then I walked behind him, and there was somebody behind me. And he goes, "Hey guys, guess what?" Turns around and just whips his dick out, like straight. Like he like pulled his shit down and made like a face. He was like, "Ah," and then pulled that shit away. And I was just like, "Bro, did you really just pull your dick out?" He was like, "Oh, no, it was just my underwear." I was like, "Nah, bro, you pulled out your entire dick and like waved that shit around."
Bro, was it long though?
Bro, it was like 3rd grade, dude.
Was it girthy?
Bro, yo.
Was he packing for 3rd grade?
Anyways, shit. Y'all any other stories?
How much time we got?
We've been going for 56.
One more topic or what?
One more? Y'all got like first story? Think of something to say.
I don't know. Joe, come on, say something.
Yeah, you've been special guest. You barely even say shit.
The most traumatizing thing that's ever happened to me.
Traumatizing? Traumatizing. This is a deep topic.
Like something that like it happened to you, like you always keep it in mind. Like it sort of like
Yeah.
either change like the way you think.
Who's going first?
I can't think of one now.
You got one?
Yeah, I got one.
Go.
Probably just like getting cheated on. That shit fucks with your head. Especially when you think you close with like tight with somebody, right? Knowing that you'll do everything for somebody and then they cheated on you, like that shit fucks with your head. Like then you don't trust nobody after that shit. That's probably it's a whole story. I'll tell that on a different episode.
Then on relationships, we finna Joel. What's your relationship life looking like, bro?
Have you ever been in a relationship? Have you ever?
For me?
Yes, you. Who else are we talking to,
Have you
bro?
ever had actual girlfriend?
Have you ever
7th
like,
grade and above?
like yeah,
Not
real
the little
shit?
middle school.
Have you had your first kiss?
First kiss? You
Wait.
wait a second.
He said no. He nodded and said no.
Oh yeah, no. I forgot they can't see me.
Yo, what is he talking
You're
about?
not keep in mind. He said he lost his virginity.
He's telling us he lost his virginity, but he's never kissed somebody.
Nah, you don't gotta kiss her in sex, though.
Yeah.
I mean, but I feel like.
like-
I guess if it's like
If it's just a
you're trying to
one-time
do it,
thing, yeah.
you wouldn't kiss, but
But if it's intimate, like
yeah, like if it's with like a girl you like or something.
Yeah. So you never kissed nobody?
Nor dated.
You never dated nobody?
damn.
Nah.
What? Okay.
So
I
y'all
mean-
females out there,
Y'all get at
yo,
Joe.
hey,
Hit him up.
5'10". He's the strongest and fastest of all of us.
Strongest, fastest,
Tallest.
He's sexy.
He's good looking too. He's just mad awkward, bro.
He's mad awkward, but
I know y'all females like
He's
awkward
a
guys.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor, yeah,
Like
y'all,
awkward.
y'all peep the socials on the screen. Go follow him on Instagram. Hit him up. He's not gonna text you back because he's weird, but he's not gonna know you.
If you try to flirt, he's gonna be like, oh,
He'll
cool.
ask you how the weather is.
I'm a special guest.
The only reason we're friends. Look, Joel's a weird kid, right? Only reason we're cool with him is because his sisters are cute.
Hey, yo.
Hey, I'm playing.
Cut that out.
Okay, look. Everybody go around. I want you to tell me what your type is. Like, if you have your dream girl, what you like. Go ahead, start it off, Joe.
I mean, the race, I don't really care. It could be. I mean, I fuck with black, Mexican, white.
I don't fuck with
That's pretty much it. Barely. I mean, Yeah, that's
That's
pretty
it.
shit.
Just a girl.
But no, wait, hold on.
He's so desperate. He's
Hold on.
like a girl.
Standards are so low, bro.
Any race.
Y'all finna get pizza?
Yeah, hold on. I'm waiting. Go ahead. Keep going. What's she
All
like?
right,
What's her
and
dream girl like?
I mean, short. Of course, shorter than me.
Like what height?
Like 5'3", like 5'3" to 5'7". And
Five. That's not fucking short.
shorter than
Pretty
me.
tall for a girl.
Shorter than me.
Alright, come on.
That's it. Short. Girl. Black,
Mm.
white, or Mexican?
It don't matter.
But if you were to pick,
If you had to, if you could design her to be just for you, what would you pick?
Like
what
what?
would you make her like?
a lot of ass, a lot of titties, no ass, no titties, mid,
No ass, no
dimples, braces,
Get on
glasses.
Oh, okay. I mean, like I said, any raise.
Dude, you're so booty, dude.
No. Hold up.
Hold on. We'll come back to you.
We'll come back to you, boy. Fuck out of here.
Me, I fuck with short girls, bro.
Short girls.
Short girls are so from anywhere from like 4'10". 4'10's the shortest. Tallest is
Like 5'4".
5'2".
Damn. You like short girls. Alright.
Cause I'm like 5. I'm not that tall. I'm 5'7". Feel me? It's not even just that. It's cause I like short girls. Feel me? But any race, it don't matter for real. As long as they cool. No, I can't fuck with crooked teeth.
Get your phone, bro.
Mommy. Well, his mom called him his mom's name is Mommy. Mommy with the heart. But yeah.
Don't edit that shit out. Keep going.
That's weird. Oh.
Alright, for me, listen, my dream girl, short. I fuck with short girls. But then I also kind of like tall girls just because I like legs. I got a thing for legs. I don't know what that is, but I like legs. Some tall girls got nice long legs. But I don't really like white girls. I'm not like, white girls are cool, but I'm not attracted to white girls.
How about black girls?
Black girls, I like light skins and I like Mexicans.
I'll fuck with any race but Asians.
Some Asians is cool, but I could not see myself talking to an Asian girl. No offense, I love Asians, but
I mean, they're pretty, but I just
yeah,
can't see it.
Yeah, she gotta be funny, like goofy kinda.
Can't be funnier than me though.
Yeah, not funnier than me. A little bit toxic, just a little bit.
Bro, I have people normalize toxicity now.
Yeah, I don't fuck with. I hate like super toxic. I like little toxic. Like you can make jokes and shit. Like you can be mean to each other and type shit, but it's still like y'all cool.
That's not toxic,
But
bro.
like that real toxic shit. I can't fuck with that shit.
Bro, you keep, bro, son.
I like curly hair. She gotta have curly hair, long hair. I don't like short hair. I hate bitches who. I hate when a girl has nice, long, beautiful hair and they cut that shit for no reason. That shit pisses me off. They gotta have a nice smile and eyes, cause I'm always staring at people's eyes, cause I'm weird like that. I'll always just be staring, just be staring. What about you? Okay? You about to describe this girl?
I'm already with my type, so that's no further comment.
Shit. Y'all trying to wrap it up?
That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
whole hour.
Bro,
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
everybody. Closing message for the world. Go ahead. Go ahead, Andre.
We love Tekka.
Buy, sell, trade. I match Funko at prices.
Go ahead, Joe. What's your closing message?
Closing up?
Yeah.
I mean, on Snap.
Okay, bro. This dude. Corny. Go ahead, Brian. What you gotta say?
Sometimes you gotta think about things how you don't want to think about things.
It's facts. Look at him getting philosophical. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Shout out to Vicente, who couldn't be here. Shout out the boys. Shout out every
Josh, Deontay.
Shout out
Why would they
Shout out
here?
Deontay.
shout out Deontay.
Fuck grass.
Fuck grass. Shout out Kanye. That's
Fuck
my
eggs. Fuck peanuts.
but yeah. Shit, that's a wrap.